So, oh! Don't let it fall to stuff. Filled it with foam. Just cut some loose blocks, stuck it in there. Dried foam. Not really dried foam, but I don't know what that'd be called. Just foam. Again, build your panorama. There's your start. This is our British edition because it's, or it could be for a race car driver, I guess. Now, I'm going to give you the formula. Length, width, four corners. Ooh, I don't know if I brought enough. Maybe we'll do just length, width. So, I'm setting the length. This is for an oblong table, obviously. I'm so not used to this foam. Width. Your tables are not as wide as they are long.
How do you pick all things that you're going to put in your arrangements? Do you just walk around and grab everything?
Yeah. Here, since I have never shopped here before to do a show, I literally grabbed like 8 carts full. And I touched 1/10 of the store. And I wound up using, once I got going, cart and a half. So, think of growth. How do things grow? Up, out, and down. And follow that formula. Here's your 4 corners. See it? Length, width, 4 corners. Almost everything I do has a formula. That's why I can do them so quick. I'm like the guy who does Rubik's Cubes really quick. When people throw flowers in front of me, I go, I got it. Step aside. I was on the Marie Osmond show, and they knew I was nervous about meeting Maria Osmond. Again, why? I think it's normal that I'm starstruck. But these people are on your television for 50 years, and then they're standing next to you. It's very weird. And she looks the same after 50 years. It's very weird. So that's how I... Anyway, they said, I had all my flowers neatly lined up to show Marie Osmond how to do something. And the producers came by and went like this, thinking they were funny. They like to do funny things. And they said, you're live with Marie. 5, 4, 3. And Marie comes walking out. I'm like, she walks up, puts her arm around me, sees this mess, thinks I didn't prepare for the show. And she pulled me in tight. I went, hi, Marie. She said, we have Michael Gaffney here from the New York School of Flower Design. What are you going to show us today, Michael? Like, I'm going to kill you after the show. I went, Marie. Here you go. She went, oh my God. It's so beautiful. You're doing my daughter's wedding. I said, I am? Yes. You love horses. It's in a barn. Who else would do it? I thought, how does Marie Osmond know I love horses? It bothered me the whole segment. How does this woman know I love horses? I forgot I sent her one of the blue books in preparation a few weeks before. And inside the cover it says, when he's not doing flowers, he's in the barn with his beloved horses. So I did lower deck. Now I'm going to do upper deck. Then I'm going to do a little penthouse. Lower deck, upper deck, penthouse. It's simple, people. Even I can do it. So now I'm going to have this little buffalo plaid elk. I can't get in this phone. Nibbling on that grass. There you go. Now a little bit more on the side. Cut this. Like a couple places. Gotta have a little glam. Oh, and I forgot one thing. Did you see a bolt of ribbon? Brown?
Right here.
And talk about ribbon in this place. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's a good question. I don't use ribbon a lot, like I used to. I hope it's not too late. I have a job for you. Wrap it, glue the end and wrap it around this box while I finish. Cut it right about there. Here, grab that red clippers, snip it. And I'll bring it forward while I finish it. Glue that ribbon around the base, right here. So we're gonna glue some ribbon around it just to tie in. So now I gotta finish off my design. A little bit in the penthouse area. It's a little bit long, but up there, up there. About out of stuff. Make it work, people. Who is that? Make it work, people. Whoop. Come up and get a gift. Yeah, right about in the middle. Tim Gunn, Project Runway. A little bit higher, a little bit higher. Oop, a little bit lower. Okay, wrap it around. Fix it. I got it. And I'll just glue that in. All right, finishing up. When I left my first job, he said, I'll tell you one thing, Michael. Bernard McCall, you made money out of my garbage. If you're a good designer, you're always looking on the floor because you throw nothing out. There's always that piece you're looking for on the floor. What do I tell my students in class? Look on the floor. It's there. Good. Now start cutting these. Oop. To about 5 inches. I'm just going to finish this up. It'll be done. A little bit of glam. Everything needs a little bit of glam, right? I was a glam rocker in my youth. Who remembers glam rockers? Oh, I had orange hair because David Bowie had orange hair. I've always loved glam. Yeah. So we're going to accent with a little bit of this and that. So again, my theory on silk today is use it for accent pieces on your side tables, on your end tables, in a guest bedroom. I don't necessarily do it in the middle of my dining room table, although some of these pieces I might. It depends. But the deer did most of the work. Now, pop in some of her presents. How hard is this stuff? Cut, cut, cut. Ooh, do we need silver? Yes or no? Let me see. No. No. This reminds me of racing car drivers, right? I was hired by one from Indianapolis to do his wedding. $35,000 worth of flowers was his budget. And they wanted the wall, you know, the wall of flowers. Do you know how expensive it is to do one of those? I'm not keeping it alive. They did one at the Tony Awards 2 years ago. I know the guys who did it. It was the length of this, 2 of these curtains maybe, not even that long. How you make them is you take a block of foam like this, they sell them here. You have to have a carpenter build it. That's the difficult part, is to build this, because once those wet foam and roses are in there, it falls over, it'll kill somebody. Look, I'm full of glitter. I'll have it on for 3 days, even after showering. And you take rose, you go like, or any flower, go stick, 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 stick. It's not, a 2-year-old can do it. But a block this big of roses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you want it solid. 10 by 10 is what? So a block this big times 3 is 300 plus your labor, 100, 150, is 400, let's say $400 a block. So 400, 800, 1200, 1600 down 5 flights is $6,000 for something as wide as this table, or more. It's probably like 10,000. So they had a wall twice as long as this. I know the guys who did it just as high for the Tonys for them to pose in front of on the way in. They use 275,000 roses. So 300,000 times 3 is what? Plus labor. 1.2 million for a night of roses to line the Tony Awards. Isn't that pretty? I don't know how we got on that subject, but okay. One more piece. Take it away. There. Could use a little more.